Hey everyone, Pupsker here. I just wanted to talk about some of the most unobtainable items in Warframe, meaning the items you legitimately just can never get anymore. Now, realistically, there's only a handful of these items, and only a couple that I wanted to talk about, so let's do it, right? First and foremost, Warframe has the beautiful Heirloom Collection skins, and they have forever unobtainable Mag Heirloom and Frost Heirloom. A lot of people don't really know what's going on, so let's talk about it. Mag and Frost Heirloom were released, I don't know, like a year or so ago as a new sort of premium skin type. The difference between Mag and Frost Heirloom compared to now is Mag and Frost Heirloom were sold as a limited time, never coming back to the game item set. Like, they were very upfront about it. One-time sale, it lasted like a handful of months, a quarter, or like half a year, something like that. And they said it will not be coming back. So now you can never get it again. There were a couple issues with this sale in general. First and foremost, people are always pissed off whenever something is FOMO, and whenever something's being sold as one time, never coming back, it's never coming back. So people are angry. People maybe would want to buy it later, but just can't. So the FOMO tactics work, but they also annoy a lot of people. Second off, like, Mag and Frost weren't super popular Warframes at the time, and updates and reworks around them were all just poorly timed around the skins as well. The worst part about the skins is you could not purchase the skins with platinum. They were only purchasable through your credit card, through money, cash, dollar bills, y'all. So no one was able to actually get the skins properly without spending money. A lot of people really did not like that. Nowadays, the heirloom skins, Rhino and Ember, you are able to buy the skin pack for 400 platinum. And if you wanted the Mag and Frost heirloom pack, it cost you like $80, $90. It was absolutely atrocious. It was insane. It was about a year or maybe half a year after Warframe was purchased, Digital Extremes, I should say, was majority stakeholder, shareholder purchased by Tencent. So there was a lot of speculation that maybe Warframe was pushed into selling really bullshit, expensive, one-time sale FOMO packs in order to make a bunch of money because they were with a different company now. So maybe they got strong-armed by Tencent to do that. Nobody truly knows, and that is merely speculative shenanigans, right? So can't say for sure, but anything's possible in the world. Either way, the packs were so incredibly expensive. And the funniest part is they were the worst value packs that we've ever seen as well. Warframe got so much hate and flame for how badly priced the packs were that they had to throw in more platinum into the packs. It's possible, I can't remember fully, that originally the Mag and Frost heirloom packs didn't even have any platinum in them. So you just purchase the pack and you get no platinum. But they were bullied so hard for how badly priced it was that they were forced to backtrack and give platinum to anyone who bought the pack, as well as, you know, add platinum to the pack. It was one of those situations that made people realize, like, oh yeah, remember guys, at the end of the day, like, Warframe's still just a company. Digital Extremes is still just a company. At the end of the day, any annoying, shady, suspicious type of shenanigans can go on with like really terrible value, but nobody will really know what led to that outside of people who work for Digital Extremes, so all we did was really speculate. Either way, it was a very rough time in the history of Warframe because we were just getting strong-armed into trying to spend a bunch of money on cosmetics that like looked good, but like, god damn, dude, we don't want to start buying $40, $30, $20 skins every time. Like, god damn it. Kind of curious what people thought about those original skins, but those are the first set of items that are just not really returning to Warframe. Not the first set in the history of Warframe, but the first set of items that I wanted to talk about. I myself only ever really wanted the Frost and the Mag Heirloom collection for the Signa, the like headpiece. But you couldn't purchase things separately. They were like I said, value out the window more expensive, couldn't purchase things separately enough, and it all costs money. So we just kind of got screwed there. I never purchased the pack, I refused to, and people who did purchase the pack have really, really cool cosmetics now. Oh well. And now we'll have to wait until we get more heirloom packs, but that is the sad, tragic story of Warframe DE's Frost and Mag Heirloom pack. Trust me, Warframe got flamed a ton because of this, so I think they very much realized, like, shit, they can't do that, because it was just, like, hostile. Everything around DE was hostile at that point, so rip. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the very beginning of Warframe, when Excalibur Prime, Lato Prime, and Skana Prime were all sold. This is actually a very similar situation. When Warframe very first came out in like an open beta kind of way, the game was not huge. It was a much smaller game than it is now. So they sold founder packs. In these packs, there was like a low, medium, high, and maybe like high plus tier, where you could get, I think, Excalibur Prime at the lowest tier, and then at the next tier add on either the Skana or the Lato Prime, and then next tier add on the final weapon. I can't remember exactly, but it doesn't really matter. And this was sold as a way for Warframe to originally fund the development of the game itself, because, you know, when Warframe first came out, Digital Extremes, I think, was just a smaller company. They weren't running any live services. They did Dark Sector years ago, like years before Warframe, and Dark Sector was the pretty much predecessor to Warframe, at least spiritually, if not like story-wise. And that's just kind of how Warframe came to be. They worked on games like The Darkness, created them, and a bunch of other shenanigans, but yeah, Warframe was not like huge by any means when it first came out. Warframe has grown into what it is today, of a multi-hundred million, if not billion-dollar company corporation. I think it's a billion-dollar company at this point. Corporatione. So it was a lot different back then. So it was a lot more acceptable 12 years ago to try to sell something, to really get the founders of your game going and get the development of your game started. Maybe some cool items. And again, like Excalibur, Lato, and Skana Prime, they are all separate weapons for master rank, for damage stats and everything. They are not by any means insanely OP though. They are merely more of a skin Prime variant. And that's the thing, like they're nothing special outside of being a new Warframe weapons playable skins. But they are really cool and people really still do like them. And it was a fun way for people who started off with the game to originally try it out and give back to the developers without having to like purchase a bunch of random stuff, right? The founder pack for Warframe was sold the same way as Mag and Frost Heirloom. One time purchasable, you can only get it in the beta or early release of the game, and when the game takes it out at whatever time they designated, it's gone. Only for founders of the game. And by God, that's what Warframe did. At this point, if they tried to bring any of these items back that we talked about, they would probably get sued. You can't really sell one-time, never returning founder packs and skins and then try to sell them again. You know, lawsuits usually happen when the lies and promises are broken in trade, and you just kind of have to accept that, man. So those are some of the, I would say, most important, popular, and special items in Warframe that you'll just never get back. You'll never get them in the game. They were a one-time release, never again to grace your Warframe. And that's okay. Sometimes Warframe needs to fund themselves. I get it. When the game first came out, that's more so understandable why founder packs were A-okay and acceptable. Small game company, they need to raise funds for the game. It's a big risk, understandable. But then the heirloom packs for Frost and Mag were the exact opposite. They were a company just got bought out by another huge company, Tencent. They have all the money in the world, they make hundreds of millions a year, and it looks like business is doing really well, apart from like some stupid updates, decisions, and like lowered financials, but still doing well overall. And then they got greedy. That's all I could really say about Mag Frost Heirloom. It's merely a symptom of corporate monetary greed, and everyone just wants more money. Again, we don't know whether they were strong-armed by Tencent, whether this was a fully internal Warframe Digital Extremes decision. We'll never know. My god, they didn't pick up enough things. And that's just kind of how it is at this point, right? We'll never get these items. If you have them, good job. Congrats. I have no hate for anyone who bought them. I don't care. I'm just sad that I couldn't buy the Frost and Mag items separately for the Signas, you know? Either way, let me know what you think, everybody. Is your life ruined? Are you happy? Are you sad? Yeah, let me know. Sub, like, check out the Twitch, Pupsker VODs, and everything like that. Cheers.